Welcome to Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt. I'm Toby Hewitt, and I'm your guide through time and space and all points in between. Mystic Musings will give you insight into who you are, why you are here, how to live an authentic life, and where you fit into the universe around you. Join me on this path of mystical exploration. Welcome to episode 35 of Mystic Musings with Toby Hewitt. This week, we will examine the third eye as we continue our mystic journey. The third eye is located in the brow area between and slightly above your eyes. It is the chakra of intuition and insight. It corresponds to the color indigo, and deep blue stones such as lapis lazuli and sodalite, as well as moonstone and fluorite, are associated with this area. Whereas the senses of the etheric body, which correspond to the physical senses, perceive sight, sounds, tastes, smells, etc., associated with the non-physical plane, the third eye receives intuition and wisdom from this other dimension. In an earlier episode, I discussed how we can see and hear with the eyes and ears of the heart, and that this is where I often perceive the visions and sounds of the other side, that is, how I perceive spirit and their communication with me, which I share with their loved ones. When I meditate or wish to join into the spirit planes, I focus my awareness in the area of my third eye, through which I receive an awareness of the larger oneness of the universe. If I use this as my focal point as I maintain my breathing, I find that my meditation is different and deeper. I know I am opening to receive messages, especially from teachers and masters. The third eye is associated with both the pineal and pituitary glands. The pineal is directly behind it in the center of the brain, while the pituitary gland is below the spot. These glands have long been recognized as bridges between the physical and spiritual planes, as they have functions both for physical well-being and spiritual awareness. By focusing attention on the third eye and the areas of the pineal and pituitary glands behind it, we can increase our psychic awareness and resolve metaphysical issues that might occur without opening ourselves to this dynamic. When we live in a state of a closed third eye, we shut ourselves off from our connection to the larger reality, of which we are a dynamic aspect. There is a natural peace that is available when we employ our focus on contemplation of the third eye that allows us to know ourselves as spiritual beings. A clear third eye increases our intuition and helps us to navigate our paths in a more holistic manner. This also increases our connection to the natural world around us and the rhythms associated with it. For example, the daily movements of the sun and the changing of the seasons. When our third eye is blocked, we have difficulty ascertaining the truth behind what we experience, since we are cut off from receiving the guidance of those on the other planes. Keeping this chakra associated with the third eye clear of psychic debris and instead filled with the purifying crystalline light can help us to calmly and rationally deal with even the most challenging aspects of our lives. Knowing we have that open door to the plane which is home to our spirit can give us the confidence to navigate through any storm that comes our way. When attention is focused within the third eye, we experience an increase in our psychic abilities. For example, our clairvoyance, our clear seeing, becomes more apparent, and our telepathic abilities increase. We become aware of the sensation of our physical and etheric bodies working in harmony. We also become aware that there is a vibrational plane which we can gain access to, and through this experience, the oneness of being that is part of our spiritual reality. This increased awareness helps us to raise our vibrational level while still maintaining our physical experience. In other words, when we practice keeping aware of our third eye, that is, keeping it open and clear, our connection to the oneness of the universe increases and can be maintained even while we perform the most mundane acts on the earth plane. For example, raking leaves while maintaining an open and aware third eye becomes a different experience than simply raking leaves with no thought other than of the somewhat tedious action. When we maintain awareness, we become aware of the sensation of our physical and etheric bodies working together, which opens us to the awareness that the leaves and the rake are essential parts of our spirit's physical experience. The act of raking leaves becomes a ritual of a raised consciousness edging into that of the divine, i.e., part of the creative spirit, an act performed in and through the energy of love. For this week's exercise, I invite you to learn more about your third eye by sitting in meditation and allowing your awareness to focus on that spot on your brow and the area behind it. Allow yourself to maintain your breathing practice while you deepen your awareness of the space. Try allowing your breath to flow in and out of the space as you focus. Next week, please join me for episode 36, when we will examine the idea of serving spirit as we continue our mystic journey.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Mystic Musings. Please join me every week to continue our exploration of all things mystical that can help you have a more practical and magical life. Please visit my website, TobieHewitt.com, for more information and to read my blog postings. And join me also at pathwaystomindfulness.org to learn how you can schedule a presentation. I'm available for mindfulness training, demonstrations of psychic abilities, and individual readings. I also have a number of books on mystical topics on Amazon.com. I look forward to hearing from you and answering your questions. Please contact me through TobieHewitt.com.